International Airport. So this is Glistening July. I love to travel. If I could do anything every day, all day, it would be travel. So I actually made it to the airport more than an hour before my flight was scheduled to leave because my flight got delayed by an additional 10 minutes when I arrived at the airport. So today I decided to park in the brown lot. Never have I ever parked in the brown lot. I always park in a lot exactly across the street from the airport, and I pay $26, I think, or $25 a day to park. Well, this time I parked in the brown lot, and when I pulled up to the brown lot, it said that it was you have to book your reservation for the brown lot 24 hours. You will pay $13 an hour. I mean $13 a day, and not the So there's the Cleveland sign, but not the $15. So I'm paying $15 a day to park my vehicle. So I am already checked in to my flight. They have the luggage. So now I'm about to go through Clear, which I think is about to close in 6 minutes, and TSA pre-check. Because I have both of those services. And I gotta figure out where I'm going. These is in the middle and these is not. I don't think that's the one. That's the wrong one. So yeah. So yeah, I should be there right before it's time to check in for this flight or board this flight. I am flying Frontier today, and Frontier, their gate closes 20 minutes prior to departure, 9:33. So that's a little bit different. Ooh. So the internet connection here is unstable. And just talk. But the TSA is hiring. It's a sign back there. Where's the sign at? Right there? Right there. Oh, y'all going down.
Yes. Por aquí, ¿verdad?
Oh, this one is going up. So I am going to the ticketing level. But TSA is hiring at the Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. So yeah. And I came on here, somebody posted that it is not a FAA regulation for the door to close. Like once the door is closed, it can't be reopened. And I came on here to show like how frequently I travel. Like I travel so much that I typically only just most of the time I'm out for the day and now I'm looking for my kids, which I don't even know where they at right now. Here they come. So yeah, so it may get kind of shaky right now. You are LA. I don't know what that says. Dalton, I don't know what that says, what that means. Come on, so I can get TSA, so I can get through this line. That's me talking to my kids, because they taking all day. Oh, it's no. Oh, he told me to come right up. Okay, I'm going to fan out for a minute.
Pockets are empty and backside. The table. Just the phone right here. Anything in the pocket.
You need your pass.
Oh, yeah, yeah. There you go.
Oh, so they didn't completely change TSA around up here. So now they have it set up like it is in LA where the supervisors sit up front and then the screening and check shouldn't be that many people with TSA check. So the door has to close because they have to do the list of all the passengers that are on the plane. They cannot do the list if the door is still open. That list, the manifest, the flight manifest list, it tells you everybody who was on that plane. If somebody is not on that plane and their luggage is on that plane, you have to take the luggage off. So you cannot leave those doors open, and when they reopen the door, you got to start all over again. And what I learned also by going to FAA, which is the Federal Aviation Administration, was that rule is dependent upon each carrier. So the door has to close, but the door needs to close in a timely manner where the flight manifestation list can be printed off. And so I know a lot of y'all may follow people who proclaim to be like avid travelers and they all over the place, all over the world. But some people just don't know because they're new. Like they just started traveling like 3 years ago, 5 years ago. And some things are historically based. So this is Glistening July. We do all things hospitality, like travel, food, cruises, accommodations, recreation, just everything. And I've been traveling as an unaccompanied minor since I was like 10 years old. Every video you see on this YouTube channel is my personal video. I've personally been there. I love to travel. If I could do anything, it would be traveling. But I am in the airport right now. Then I wanted to talk about a DMC. So a DMC is a destination marketing organization or DMO, destination marketing organization. And their job is to advertise why people should come to a specific city or a specific state. And when you're interested in like going to a state or going to a city, you need to check to see if that city has a DMO, a destination marketing organization, or if the state has a DMO. So I'm doing a road trip for my birthday. I'm going to the New England states. And what I learned is like there is a Visit New Hampshire, but there's also a DMO for organizations like for New Hampshire and Vermont together. And then there are some people who the DMO, destination marketing organizations, so some organizations, some companies that pick up the ability, like they're like, okay, we want to be able to promote coming to your state for you. We don't want you to have that responsibility. And so they give the account to them, they fund and allocate the money to that organization. And when you go to a DMO, you really find out everything, every business that cater, like businesses who serve food, businesses who offer lodging or accommodations, activities or recreational activities that you can do in a specific state. And you're able to really look to see if that's something you would want to do versus looking on Instagram, following somebody who went to the specific state that you're going to, and then you're like, oh, I want to do that too. No, I want you to go to the DMO or the area that you're interested in traveling to and see what all they have to offer. Because you never know what may spark your interest, may be different from somebody you see on TikTok or maybe different from somebody you saw on Instagram. And so what I did was I went to the DMO for Vermont. I went to the DMO for New Hampshire. And one of the states I got I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm tired. Okay, I got enough stuff to do. I can't remember. I think it was Vermont. I think there's more to do in Vermont than there is in New Hampshire. And so because I had did that in advance, I was just like, okay, I know I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. This is different. I haven't seen anybody do this. I do have a couple of things on the list that I've seen other people do. And Maine, I haven't even touched them yet. So I have one more DMO to visit, and that's for Maine. And then that'll allow me to see, accommodations. That'll allow me to see activities. I do know I'm going to the Lobster Fest in Rockland, Maine, and I'm going to stop in Portland, Maine first, and then go up to Bar Harbor. So I'll be in Maine for a couple of days. So I'm kind of excited about this. And my flight is boarding. The line is long. We have our boarding passes. Take that off your head. Yes. Why nobody tells you to do your hair like that? So make sure you comment, you subscribe, you like this video. To whoever liked it already, thank you. I appreciate you. But if you're looking for travel content, this is where you should subscribe. I am flying Frontier today because it was the cheapest to get me out there and gone. And I am traveling like this whole weekend. So this is going to be interesting. Like, I really don't have a break. I have not picked a hotel yet. I'm just going out and coming back. So this is going to be interesting. But the good thing is, I think me and my children are together. But if not, oh well. This is not the first time. This is not the last time. But I would prefer if we are. So yeah. But yep, welcome to the Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. This is the Frontier side. It looks worse than the United side. No, I'm just playing. This is the old Spirit side too. Actually, there used to be a Delta flight that came in over there, and it's over there in the corner. So yeah, Delta has like one gate over here on this end. So yeah, I don't have any of that on my boarding passes. And then when you board a plane, you should always bring like a hat for your head because it gets really cold and you could get sick on a plane. That's another thing I would tell somebody to do. 1821 with services to Las Vegas. If you have group one paired on your boarding pass, you don't be aboard. Oh, lagging. Laggy. That's what that means. Oh, I didn't know that.
Phone's lagging.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. You are lagging, right?
Because of the Wi-Fi. Well,
Yeah, the Wi-Fi is spotty down where you come in for the brown line. So yeah, I'm just sitting here chilling. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Go through my videos. Like I have videos from Taiwan, which is a territory of China. I have videos from Vietnam posted. I have videos from Barbados, I think. Antigua. I have those posted. I got a lot of sandals videos because I do love sandals. I do like going to sandals. Like when I say I like going there, I mean I really like going there. I have videos. Just go through and binge one day. Like binge through all my videos. These are my videos. They're not AI. I don't even know how to use AI all like that. I barely know how to use ChatGPT. But yes, this is a connecting flight. What does NSJD mean?
Huh?
What does NSJD mean?
Rachel, what is NA? What?
NSJD? I don't know what that means. But yeah, so binge watch the videos. If you see something that you like, make sure you follow us. I do nothing but travel content on this channel right here. I do nothing but travel. I am flying with Frontier today. So I'm ready to get on here and go to sleep and wake up and land in my destination to wait for my connecting flight and then go to my final destination. So yes, but
NA?
It was NSJD.
NAS.
No, NSJD. Kyle, what does that mean? Okay, I guess you gone, Kyle. All right. I'm at the airport. I'm at the airport. They're making an announcement. So they're boarding. I hate when people congregate at the gate. If you're not in group one, if they didn't call your group, you shouldn't even be standing up at the. You shouldn't even be standing up. Like, it just don't make sense. You about to sit on the plane for like 4, almost 5 hours, and then here you are standing at the gate. That's crazy. It's beyond crazy, actually, if you want to know the truth. The seat on the plane hard, the seat in the airport hard, all the seats hard. Like I say, but you don't have to stand at the gate. You could like stand away from the gate, stand away from the where people are lining up, stand somewhere else. Cause yes, I do understand you will be on there for hours. But this is Glistening July. We do all things hospitality related. We hotels, airline, well, transportation. We talk about food and beverage, recreation, cruises. Every video you see is mine. I don't even think I have any videos from when I did Virgin Voyages. I've been on Virgin twice or once. I can't think. Maybe once. Maybe once. And I did the Bimini and the DR. But I do not like DR. I would not tell nobody on the face of the earth to go to DR. And I know somebody that's building in DR right now, and I'm like, why would you ever do that? I don't even. That's a whole nother subject. But yeah, I've done Royal, I've done Carnival, I've done Disney, I've done Norwegian. I really like Norwegian. I used to do them like a couple of times a year. I love their customer service. For me, it's been a great experience. Norwegian has been a very, very good experience. Even for my clients that I serve, they had a really great time with Norwegian too, so I would recommend them. Um, yeah, I'm tired. But I told myself I was gonna go live, so make sure you subscribe to this channel. If you like to travel, make sure you subscribe. I'm just waiting on them to call our group. I don't know what group I'm in. I guess I need to check that. And it never takes me long to get through TSA because I have TSA pre-check and I have clear. So I always normally wait to the last minute. When I say last minute, I literally mean last minute, and I just go, I walk straight through the gate. Notice it's not a busy airport, but the airports that give me the most problems, I would say, would be Orlando. I'm not a big fan of that airport. I don't care what carrier it is. I don't care if it was Spirit, if it was Frontier, if it was United. I just am not a big fan of the Orlando airport because their TSA line is always long, first thing in the morning, like extremely long for no reason. And that's the only airport that I could really say something. Oh, I don't like Charlotte with American Airlines. I would tell somebody to avoid that airport at all costs. Do not go through Charlotte. Like, their customer service, especially with American, is horrible. I did have a good experience with Delta when I flew them in May. I had an excellent experience with Delta. So I would recommend them. I do fly United a lot, and United is hit and miss. Like, it's just, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. It just depends on who you get. It's like a luck of the draw when you with United. Southwest, I haven't really flown them recently. And I think that's because they got rid of the free bag, and they are, I think it was because of the free bag. And their prices are high. So it's like, why would I pay that? I always look for the lowest carrier. It depends. Look for the lowest ticket and wherever I may be going. But sometimes I will pay more if I want to go to sleep on a plane. So like I like United's first class because it comes with the United Club. And so I used to be a member of the United Club, but I got to renew my membership. And so that's another thing. But I haven't really been flying that much. Like, well, yes, I have. But I haven't been flying as much as I used to fly. Let's say that. Because I have other priorities right now. But make sure you subscribe to this channel where we talk about all things travel related. I was talking about how the lady told me it wasn't an FAA regulation that once the door is closed, it can't be open again. And that's the truth. Once that door closed, it cannot be open again. There is no like second, like, oh, I'm gonna close it and I'm gonna open back up for the next person. No, once it's closed, it's closed. And that is dependent upon how many minutes before the flight is scheduled to depart is dependent upon each individual carrier. So I know with Frontier, their door closes 20 minutes before the flight departs, and most other carriers are 15 minutes before the flight departs. Now, if the flight is delayed, that's a different story. But if the flight is on time, that gate, that door, because that's that airline's policy. Like you, as the individual worker, cannot change the policy because then you can be fined by the FAA, which is the Federal Aviation Administration. Like this is not something that I'm making up. I had to copy the rule. I actually went to their rules and I copied the rule from the individual who said I was lying and making something up, and I posted it on social media. Like, we have to come to a point where we fact check people. And if we fact check you and you think that the person is wrong or you find out you were wrong, it's okay to say, hey, I was wrong. Because guess what? Nobody's perfect, not me or anyone else. So right now, I am that's who governs all our airlines is the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration. This is not something I made up. This is not an idea that's in my head. This is actually factual information. Their rules and laws that govern airline companies are actually posted on their website, and it's public information that you can access off your phone, off a laptop, any electronic device that you have. So make sure you subscribe to this channel because I got about 7 more minutes and then I am going off. If you are interested in travel, somebody asked me recently, like, well, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do? And what I do is I work. Like, I've always worked. I've always been lucky enough to have a job that supported me traveling. Like, it may not have been as much as I traveled within the last 3 years, but it still was some type of travel component to my job, which the company ate up the cost. There are jobs out there that will allow you to travel, and if you're interested in traveling, get you a job that allows you to travel. You do not have to work for an airline company for you to be able to travel. There are companies that will give you a per diem per day for food. They'll give you there's an IRS regulation that tells them how much you can charge for mileage, car rentals. There's no cap for hotels, but typically most large companies, they go through a hospitality company that arranges air and air and rental cars. So some companies have it set up like that where you can't book your own reservations. It has to go through a third party and they set everything up for you. So if you have any issues, you call that third party while you're traveling as well. So I've dealt with companies like that. And my son just had a job where they paid for him to fly every week. Fly home. He was home for basically one day. Then he flew out on Sunday. They paid for him to stay in a hotel from Sunday to Friday. And they paid for his car rental. They gave him an American Express card. And yeah, they didn't pay overtime, but they allowed him to do what he enjoyed. They gave him a per diem per day for food. So there are jobs out there that will pay for that. You don't have to be. I will say that me and my son both have degrees, and I cannot speak for someone who does not have a degree. But if you know you want to travel, like going to a city that you've never been in, being able to experience the food, the culture, museums, and things like that, that's something you can do after work. Like, everybody has to eat. every day, like unless you're fasting. But besides that, you have to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can go to a different breakfast location, different lunch location, you know, dinner location every day, and you could leave a review. You could talk about your experience. You could talk about if you. Hi, what part of Indonesia? I've been to Indonesia before. I've been to Bali. I went in 2022. Yep. Make sure you subscribe. I think I posted my pictures from Bali on there. I've been to Gili Air and Gili Lombok. No, I have not been. Wait, I did go to Lombok. So I went to Gili Air and Gili Tremanga. Wait, Bali? Yep, I've been to Bali. That's the only place I've been in Indonesia. I've been to Vietnam. I've been to Taiwan. I've been to China. I've been to Singapore. 2023. I went in 2022 to Indonesia. I went to Indonesia. Well, I went to Bali and I went to Singapore. Yeah, I didn't get to see the jewel the first time because I was afraid I wasn't gonna be able to make it back through immigration. But when I like went to Bali, but when I came back and we came back through Singapore, I did get to go to the jewel. I did see a lot. But make sure you subscribe to this channel. I have 3 more minutes before I get off of here. Because I have to have you ever been to no yoga Yakarta? No, I have not. Thank you, Luna. I really appreciate it. But no, I have not been there. I don't know why I'm going to Asia a lot. But yeah, it seemed like the last couple of years I've been. So thank you. Make sure you. Okay, no, I've never been there. I've never been there. But I guess I'm about to get in the line to get on this plane. But thank you for subscribing. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I really appreciate it. What it's morning time. So it's 9 o'clock in the morning in Indonesia. Is that correct? Or is it what time is it right now in Indonesia? I'm not. My skin, my like I gotta hang. Yeah, my cuticles feel like they're
Dry.
this one feels damaged. That one right there, that one feel really, really damaged. Right now is 8:22. Oh, okay. So it's the same time as Vietnam. Indonesia is the same time as Vietnam because in Vietnam right now is 8:22 in the morning too. So yeah, the line is kind of long, so I'm kind of waiting. How long have you lived in Indonesia? Were you born and raised there, or are you from somewhere else? And thank you for subscribing. Make sure you subscribe to Glistening July. Every video you see on this channel was actually filmed by me. I did not take it from someone else. This is my original content. I was there looking at whatever I took a video of that you see, something that I thought was unusual, all the rooms that you see posted on this YouTube channel. Oh, your whole life. Oh, okay. All right, that's pretty cool. What countries are you interested in visiting? If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you want to go and what would you want to see? Make sure you subscribe, you comment, you like, go through the playlist. I think I have videos from when I was in Chicago. I love Chicago in the summertime. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. I love San Diego in the summertime. And DC is my absolutely favorite city in the world. It's my absolutely favorite. I love DC. Qatar. Oh, I've been to Qatar. Didn't we go to Qatar when we went to Dubai? Yes, we went to Qatar. Doha, right? But I'm still in college now. So yeah. Oh, you're in college. I've been in college 3 times. And I have a degree from each one of them. And none of them are a bachelor. I mean, none of them are associates. So I have 2 bachelors and 1 master's. But, aw, congratulations to you. That's a huge accomplishment for you and your family. I wish you much success. What are you studying in college? And that's the perfect time to travel is when you in college. Nobody ever talks about that. I did not travel any when I was in college. Oh, okay. Hopefully you could get with like American company like Marriott, and then that way you can work at like Marriott, or you could go on a cruise ship. That's a good, because I've seen a lot of people on Norwegian. I did Holland. I believe there were some people from Indonesia that was on Holland. But to get the experience to be able to go to other parts of the country and interact with other people, man, to be young again. I wish you much success. You're going to do very well. Very, very well. All right, I'm about to board this flight. Everybody has left. See, it's empty. It's empty. I'm about to board this flight. But thank you for everybody who subscribed. Thank you for everybody who came on. In Valen, Luna, I wish you much success in tourism. You're going to do well and you're going to enjoy it. You're going to have a fabulous life because there is no place that tourism, hospitality would not be able to take you. All right, bye bye.